What's up, guys? What's going on? Here it goes. It's that time. Well, I shouldn't say it's that time because it's winter time and there's a blinking storm coming, a tsunami, they say. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do some prep work, and I'm gonna show you guys what to do when there's a storm coming here in the state of Florida, and if you are RVing. So stay with me right here till the end, or you might get to know what I do to prep for living in an RV full time in a rainy storm. So enjoy this video. All right, so what we're gonna start with is make sure that your wheel stoppers are fastened. Make sure that your jacks are fully down all the way around. Fully down all the way around. And what I do, guys, is I hook the truck up. I hook the truck up when there's a totally, I would say if wind is over 30 miles an hour, what I would do, or so I should say, suggest, is hook up your truck to your trailer so it's another anchor when it comes to RVing in a storm. So that being said, hook it to the trailer. Hook your truck to the trailer. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and walk. Whoa, I almost busted my butt on the slippery slopes here on Monday Dayville. And like I said, here we go. Fasten and level all your anchors, jacks to the ground. And what I would recommend is staying in an area where there's trees around so it blocks the full wind coming in and going under your trailer and sweeping it and, you know, blowing it over. Always have trees around your rig. Don't put your rig out in an open field because the wind will just go right over, blow it right on, blow your RV right over. So another thing is, I would recommend fill your fresh water tank to the fullest. If you're at a location where you have a water, fill your tanks all the way up to their full, so it adds more weight to your trailer so it won't tip over, you know what I mean? More weight, and especially our big butts in there, that's gonna give it some more weight as well. But add some water to your tanks. Make sure your pooper is not full, because if it did tip over, man, you'll have shenanigans all over the place. Make sure you empty your tank, your black tank, when a storm is coming, so you don't have to come out in the rain and hit up your tank and dump your shenanigans in the rain. So always prep on that. Always make sure that your tanks, when it comes to black tank, empty it, and your other tanks, make sure they're full so it weighs it down. But we're not going to use the fresh water. We're just using that to weigh down the trailer because we have a water source hooked to it. We have a power source hooked to it. And we have a power source, okay? But when there's rain, and if there's anything to do with lightning and thunder, the power might go out. So that being said, we're gonna walk up front and show you guys something that I would recommend getting and having it with you at all times, and that is the generator. You wanna have a generator at all times when there's a storm coming. So when you lose power, you can jump over to the generator. Well, if you have solar, that's another story. You can run, you know, solar on the top, but you're not getting sun, so because it's cloudy. So I don't know how that's going to work. Hopefully your batteries are charged And if they are, make sure your batteries are fully charged when a storm comes and if you don't have a generator. But I would recommend getting a generator so if the power source goes out, then you can power your rig. I think I covered mostly everything to do when it comes to prep work when a storm is coming through. As of right now, it's only winds up to about 45 to 75 miles an hour, and that's gust winds. You know, it's not constantly like a hurricane. And what you have to do, your awning is always tucked in, guys, tucked in. And if you could, on extra measures, put a bungee cord around the end so it doesn't fly off or anything like that. But this one's a newer brand, so I hope and wish, fingers crossed, that when we put it up, that it doesn't blow away. But I know it shouldn't. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all the way in. So make sure that your awning is in when a rainstorm or a hurricane is a coming. We went through a hurricane in this RV, but we have to travel. If it's coming to your location, you want to take your rig and bounce. Okay, you want to get far away from the track of a hurricane. And if you're in a hurricane, do the same thing I just told you. Hook up everything, make sure that you're in an area where there's wind that will not blow it over. Let everything I just told you, do the same prep work even when a hurricane is coming. But when a hurricane is coming, you better be leaving, not staying in the path of a hurricane. Hopefully you guys have learned a little bit of something of what we do, Wykoffs Adventures, here as prep work when a storm comes in our direction here in the state of Florida. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. See you on the next adventure. Wykoffs is out. Later, y'all. Peace.